Hey, what up, everyone? This is Noan El Boricua. I'm excited to be able to present a video where I am speaking to Mamba Day, but I'm also speaking to a very great and dear friend, Sergio. I want to warn you, the video is a little long because I did get emotional, and there's a lot of tears. There's been a lot going on my bucket list right now this summer, which is good. It's not bad. But I just want to give you guys a heads up. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is the pre-intro to the intro. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yo, what is up? It has been a minute and I got a lot of explaining to do, but this video is a little bit different. We're getting ready. At the time of this recording, we're celebrating 8/24, which is the Mamba date. Kobe Bryant, in honor of him, is really understanding what kind of I wear every day, and that's having the Mamba mentality. But I want to share about someone special that truly showed me that every single day as a person as well as a musician. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Whew. All right. I am your host, Noan El Boricua, and you are here watching, listening to Fuel Pasión podcast, where I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, and I want to be just grateful for anyone that's still kind of watching some of the videos, or maybe you've gone back, maybe you've listened to some stuff that you haven't had a chance. And if you're new to the channel, man, we hope you consider to subscribe, maybe consider download some of the episodes that we've had in the past. I feel that they've been some pretty good ones for us to be able to reflect and grow and really, and I had to bring my phone here because I have my notes here, but it's really understanding the rich tapestry of cultura, faith, and conexiones. I've been really busy with work. I've been really busy with serving our students at our local church, and I've been really busy in having to just live life with my family and my wife, and I'm just grateful for them because look, I'm gonna be honest. If you guys are watching this, I'm gonna get emotional, and because there's a lot that's been going on. But I wanted to catch you guys up, and look, I might post some old videos. I was supposed to post like 8 videos throughout the summer, and I just didn't do it because I haven't had the bandwidth to get it done. But it is 8/24 in the year of 2024. And this is a moment that for many Laker fans, and specifically many Kobe Bryant fans, we know this as 8/24. It is the fearless Mamba himself, the Black Mamba, who truly took on in winning 5 championships, one of the greatest of all time. And I still remember looking back at a slam dunk contest that he won, winning an Olympic gold medal, since we are in the summer of 2024 and we're just coming out of that. Kobe really understood, and if you haven't seen NBA or Nike, they've been posting some really dope content on what it looks like to be better every single day, and that you have to ask yourself, am I better today than yesterday? And the answer should be yes. Now, one of the things, and I've shared a lot of videos on Mamba Mentality, but this video is to honor also a dear friend and mentor. I don't want to get emotional. I didn't get a chance to share it to the whole family, but I did get a chance to share to his wife and his daughter. And, it's Kobe Bryant had this mindset of where he talked about being fearless, having focus, honesty, optimism, and passion. And I'm reading them here because I have this little band. And I think today's episode, I have to read this in order for me to stay on tack here. This day is not just a day of tribute to one of the greatest players of all time, but it's also a reminder to be able to embrace the Mamba mentality, which for me, I'm gonna speak to 2 of them, where to me it embodies really understanding passion and having a fearlessness in everything that we do. And before we dive into this Mamba mentality of passion and fearless in our lives, especially when it comes to a creative pursuit, I want to honor someone that really reminds me of a Mamba mentality. And look, For those of us that know Sergio was just he was like everything in the room, man. He lit up a room, his smile, his laughter. And I've known Sergio for so many years, for a really long time, since the 80s. And he's a great musician. Heaven gained an amazing musician. I I didn't know if I wanted to make this video, but there's been a lot. It's been a lot. Um, they say give people their flowers like now. Like now. If you have a mentor, if there's someone that you really care about or you really respect, you got to give them their flowers. And the last time I had a chance to have a full-fledged conversation was when we were celebrating the life of Paola, my dear friend Mario's sister. And we had a chance just outside over here in this parking lot. And we chatted for like almost 30, 40 minutes. And it was along the lines of like, man, we got to get the band back together one day. We got to try to do a concert. Um, he was the bass player that I played with at church, me growing up in my teen and early 20s. He's the longest tenured musician that I know. He's one of the, when you talk about rhythm and playing in the pocket and really doing these bass run lines when it comes to like gospel cantos and all that. You guys, if you go to church, you know what I'm talking about, those very upbeat Pentecostal style songs. Sergio, like, he filled any venue with the way that he played, with a sense of fearlessness, knowing that God is in control, that God has given him a gift. And he always smiled. Like he had a passion. He had a passion to like play music. He had a passion to see other people succeed. And I would play like if you're Sergio, you're literally how you're looking at this video. I'm playing the drums and I'm looking right at you as the bass player. And looking at Sergio, he had a nod and a smile that then I remember that our pastor at the church that I grew up in, the pastor, he used to be right behind me playing the guitar. He doesn't play the guitar anymore. But when he played the guitar, he would tap me on my shoulder and he would tell me like, hey, you need to turn it down. I would look at Sergio and Sergio would be like, because Sergio loved rock and roll, just like me. And I think that really my passion of rock and roll and understanding how do we play and use the talents and the gifts that we've been given, is having people is like it's like having people like Sergio in your life. So Sergio wasn't just a great mentor musically, but he had a passion to serve the church. He had a passion to love God with all his heart, and he served. And here's the thing, man, like, he wasn't the healthiest, too. He was born with this disease, and, he couldn't run, he couldn't walk, because of polio, but that didn't stop my guy. Like my guy ended up marrying the most amazing woman, Jackie, two amazing young adults that are thriving, Priscilla and Isaac. That it's a legacy that Sergio left, and I'm grateful that I had a chance to tell you, Jackie, if you're watching this. I already told you this, but I'm a better leader, a better friend, a better family man, and a better servant to our community, a better servant to students, and a better servant even for the church, right? Because when we serve and love people, it's not just one demographic, it's all demographics. And I'm grateful because Sergio did that. Like, yo, he was about excellence. And I think maybe that's why I suffer for that. Because I always want the best. I always want to be able to give my best. And sometimes if I don't have the resources, we're going to figure it out. That was Sergio. Sergio always about connection. And that's why one of my pillars is conexiones. Because if I lack in something, I know someone that is great at it can help me at least get 10% better. Remember, you're just trying to get 1% better every day. And I need to stop apologizing for crying. And my nose is plugged up. So I don't know if I can fix this in audio. If you resonate with this, and if you resonate with what the Mamba mentality is, my hope and my encouragement is for you to ask yourself, how can you embrace fearlessness? How can you embrace passion in your own journey? I don't know where you're at in your journey, but what are you trying to do to get better at? And Kobe wanted to get better at everything. And that's why I share with my youngest son a lot of times, like, you got to have that mindset of Kobe. And I'm grateful for you, Sergio. I know you're in heaven. I'm looking forward to one day to seeing you there. Thank you for showing so many of us musicians how to be fearless in approaching the craft and how to have a passion to serve God, which then it serves others, because God always comes first. Thank you for being a really good example. And we have flaws, we mess up, we're not perfect, and that's the beauty of it. Sergio, you accepted everyone where they were at, and you challenged us to get a little bit better. And over the years, man, I'll leave you with this. When I left my first church, and I was called to come to my current church where I'm at to help and serve, he was one of the people that said, yo, go. Do it for your family. Do it for yourself. Do it for God. And we used to host these events every summer for the students here in the South Bay. And they were called Summer Jam. It was a free event for the community. All kinds of music. Just depending what genre is at time of the year. And one of the years, we went all in. And the budget came out to like 16 G's. True story. I got the books to back it up. We didn't have a budget of 16,000, but through fundraising, sponsors, and just people willing to invest in the vision, we got the chance to promote and take this to one of the local parks here in Carson, California. And at the park, we were at the gym. And this gym in total can hold approximately, I think, over 3,000 people, like floor and the sides. We filled it, like we had a line. You know who was in the line? Sergio. He was there with the group of kids that he brought. Because he believed. Not many people are willing to support when someone like moves on to another venture. That showed me so much. Appreciate you for that. Because a lot of other people didn't come. People that I looked up to, they didn't come, but Sergio did. Sergio did. That's why I try to show up for my students. I try to show up for my family first and foremost. Which by the time of this recording and it's out, I should have already taken my wife out to breakfast. Because I owe her a date. And that showed me how important it is to support each other's visions and dreams and purpose that God gives you. Have you supported someone's purpose? Have you supported someone's vision? Have you challenged them to step it up from a Mamba mentality? And have you had that person in your life? Right? It's a two-way street. Isaac, Priscilla, I'm so excited to see what God is going to do in the legacy that He's left for you and your children. Jackie and the Salcedo familia and everyone, the Gomez, like everyone that's involved. Praise God for Sergio. I hope you guys can have the passion and the fearlessness that he showed me, for me. That's who Sergio was. An amazing husband, father, grandfather, brother, deal, friend, mentor, teacher, and as we say in Spanish, salmista, a worshiper of God. Thank you. I know this is a long video. I hope you guys can check us out. fearpasionpodcast.com. Cultura, faith, conexiones. Happy 824 day. Mamba Mentality. Get after your passions and remember to fuel them through cultura, grow in your faith, and continue to make those conexiones. Como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.